officially live. All right, let me see here. I can go on. See, they're getting the inside of mine not editing.
Hey, there we go. Now I can see you.
Oh, all right. All right. Yeah, yes.
All right, so we're going to sit here and we're going to look all pretty and wait for somebody to come on.
Let me get this. We are officially live. All right. Let me see here. I can go on. See, they're getting the inside of mine not editing.
Hey, there we go. Now I can see you.
Oh, all right. All right. Yeah, yes.
All right, so we're going to sit here and we're going to look all pretty and wait for somebody to come on.
Let me get this.
It's about a 3-4 second.
There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit slow.
Hey, that's fine. Oh, we got one person watching now.
It's a little bit slow.
Hey, look at us, everybody.
Hi, everybody. What's up, everybody? Oh, man, I hate...
Oh, we got up to 2 people now.
Oh, awesome. So, finally, and what we're going to talk about today is the Rittenhouse stuff and how it's going to be hard for both of us to actually look. You got to pay attention to this. The sexiness.
You keep telling yourself that. You're like,
can you?
Come on,
okay,
man,
there we go.
Live. Don't be a dick.
Oh no! Good thing I didn't have my dad. Hold on. Where is? That is. I'm trying to find mine because I'm sounding a little. No. Oh yeah, the second one doesn't work. There we go. All right, yeah. The second one doesn't work. And see if anybody can comment on it. Let me write in.
If you're watching live right now, drop a comment in the on the page.
Our angry faithful.
Angry faithful, yeah. Come on, guys.
Oh, someone liked it.
Ooh, 2 people. Well, one of them was me. So.
Oh, the other one is me.
Yay!
Yay!
There's some legitimacy. Oh, there's a 3rd like. Hey, look at that. All right.
There we go. Someone other than us is listening to it, so we're getting really in there.
And if anybody that's watching knows me, has my phone number, text me and let me know that you're watching. And vice versa. If you're, well, you can't because that's your phone. So yeah.
Yeah.
If you are an adult and have an iPhone, text message David, and he can see it on his Mac. So
I gotta pull that up. I don't. Anyways, I don't know who's actually doing that. We also, what do we have?
All right. So Kyle Rittenhouse. All right. So what was it, last year? During a BLM demonstration in Kenosha. You know, the police department, they were nowhere to be found because they, basically were kind of told, don't show up. And they were told that by the mayor. And this is during the whole defund the police movement. So it fell on the shoulders of everyday citizens to keep areas of their neighborhoods safe. So this kid, he was 17 at the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he shows up wearing a kit. Hey, there, bud. Oh, okay, you're plugged in. I told you, man.
Well, no, hold on. I know you can hear me perfectly fine, but I can't hear anything, and these wires have been giving me trouble, so.
Again, the magic of live streaming.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, there we go.
Man, I can barely hear myself.
2 watching, and that's us. That's both of us watching.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
all right, anyway, so we can get into it. Yeah, so he shows up wearing a full kit. I mean, not full kit, but he had a body armor on. He had a vest, carrying an AR-15, and he gets attacked by not black people, not Hispanics, not Asians. He gets attacked by white people.
Yeah.
That were...
Put the mic up a little bit closer.
They were there with Antifa. They were there to help represent Antifa as well. The one guy with the skateboard, he gone. There was one other guy that got shot, I think, what was it, in the chest?
From the law perspective, it was the back.
I don't know. Anyways, okay, so...
But we also had that one guy that pulled the gun out and he got shot in the arm.
Yeah, and see, the guy that had the gun, the pistol, he's a convicted felon from what I was able to understand. So he should have, A, never been there.
All of them were convicted felons.
Yeah, and B, should have never had access to a firearm. So he's going to stand over Kyle, who's on the ground at this point, and point it was a revolver. No, it wasn't. It was a Glock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was a pistol of some sort.
Yeah, it was a slide. It was a slide pistol. So it was either a Glock or a Smith & Wesson M&P or something like that.
Yeah,
it looked boxy, so I was just assuming that it was a Glock. Anyways, this guy catches a round through the forearm.
No.
Or it was in the elbow?
It was right
in the bicep. That's
bicep.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It was the bicep. Because I remember the memes now. It's like, he played fuck. He played fuck around and he found out.
I know. We put it on. We put one of them, I think, on our. Hold on. Let me see here.
Yeah, but just the prosecution. They were basically kind of going off of. I mean, their entire case was built basically off of
media coverage.
Media coverage, marching orders from basically the left. I mean, they went after this kid.
Yeah.
And they're still going after him.
Man, I sent a lot of TikTok videos. What?
Maria texted in. She goes, "This is David an AV whiz. Ask him what gives." Just kidding. Just giving y'all a little shit.
That is awesome. No. I posted this on our Facebook page. So on August 25th, 2020, you fucked around and found out, didn't you? Yes, that's correct, sir.
Yes, that's correct. So, I mean, that it just completely leveled the prosecution's case when the one surviving victim, and well, we're just going to use the loose term of victim here, the one surviving recipient of the Freedom Seat Award, basically answered the question the way that the prosecution didn't want them to answer it.
Yes.
And everybody in America that was watching this live saw the prosecutor's response. I mean, he's sitting there at the table with his hand over his forehead, and he's just like, you could almost hear his thoughts going, oh, what the fuck? It's like, we can't rely on this guy for anything. I mean, he can't even shoot somebody on the ground without fucking it up. So, but... and everybody with at least half a brain in their head that has any kind of knowledge of self-defense knows all three counts that they were trying to try him on, he's innocent of.
Yeah.
Absolutely innocent. I mean, because it wasn't illegal for him to have that weapon.
What's the age for rifles? It differs from state to state, I think.
I'm not sure. Let me see if I can pull that up here, because... let me see here.
Because I know pistols is 21 most states.
Under Wisconsin law, with certain exceptions for hunting, military service, and target practice, a person under age 18 is generally prohibited from possessing or going armed with a firearm. So... And I think that they were trying to nail him on purchasing that firearm, but that didn't stick because it wasn't his AR. I think it was like his dad's or his granddad's or something like that.
Yeah, Texas is 18. in 30 states, a child can still legally. No, I don't. I don't want to subscribe. I just want to fucking Washington Post.
Right. But yeah. So I mean, at best, they might be able to get him.
Well, it's to purchase.
Yeah. So to purchase. So I mean, as far as carrying is concerned, until we can do a little bit more research on that particular aspect of it, I think that he's completely clear here. Because there was footage from the courtroom today where he's standing behind the judge, unguarded, unshackled, and the judge is sitting at a table.
Well, it doesn't matter in courtrooms. They usually don't shackle anybody depending on how dangerous the person is.
Yeah,
if the court
point is that the judge had his back to him, and he was standing within 3 feet of the judge's shoulder. So, at the very least, I mean, we're talking about minimum courtroom security here. So, I mean, they would at the very least have him sitting away from the judge, or at least facing the judge, or the judge facing him, what have you. But he wasn't guarded, like, at all. I mean, yeah, the bailiffs were in there and stuff like that, but the legal system, the judge, and I would assume at this point the jury, and definitely the people within the courtroom watching this, feel that this kid is absolutely no danger.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. But in all honesty, it's pretty much just the jury's decision on this.
Yeah, I think at this point it is going to be up to the jury, and the jury will either come back tomorrow morning with the verdict of not guilty, or by some stretch of the imagination guilty. And we'll get into that in just a second, because I was hearing a couple of things over the weekend. But the judge, there's a lot of speculation that the judge is going to come back and announce a mistrial on tomorrow morning, because the prosecution violated a number of civil liberties, or
well, not even it's not even the civil liberties that they're violating. What they're violating is
procedural law and things of that nature.
Yeah, that because I mean, how many times did the judge have to stop the court, send the juries back to the library to wait it off, because they kept on saying, "Oh, this is I've already told you, you can't do this."
Yeah.
Why? I mean, you do have a law degree, right?
Yeah, and the prosecutor, the one that's been up there asking the questions, I mean, this guy, I mean, you kind of want to look at that and look at him and say, hey, this is Bush League stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, you don't even see first year law, brand new people at a law school, first year lawyers landing a job with the prosecution, the prosecutor's office, making these kinds of, mistakes. And with a high profile case such as this, that the prosecutor had to bring his quote unquote A team, or at least you would hope so. And I mean, they're just throwing stuff out there. I mean, it's almost like they're, just kind of grabbing a handful of crap and slinging it against the wall and seeing what sticks. And to this point, either he's got a really crap-ass arm, or the walls are coated with Teflon, because nothing that they've been able to come at this kid with is going to land him in any kind of jail time.
I think it's basically poor prosecution. I mean, someone in the high office, mayor or governor or somebody's like, "Hey, you have to prosecute this kid, or we're going to make sure that you are out of a job."
Yeah.
I mean, they are literally fighting like their job is in jeopardy. Which, if it came to me doing something like that, and I'm no lawyer or anything like that, and props to the people that actually do a good job as a lawyer, but it's to the point to where they do not want to follow the rules on this case, because something it's going to look like a stain.
Yeah.
On their
Well, it's going to
record.
come back and watch. It's going to come back and it's going to make that entire office look bad to begin with. Specifically, the people that are involved with this case. I mean, it's just it's such a miscarriage of justice.
Yeah.
It's a waste of tax dollars. It's a waste of time. I mean, the left, this district attorney's office, and the left, the Democrat Party, the BLM movement, Antifa. Yeah, those jackasses are still around, but they're all kind of sitting there going, "We need this. We need this win," you know, and they're not going to be able to get it. LeBron James he decided to sound off and show that he's got his high school diploma. And apparently went to law school behind everybody's back, I mean, he's sitting there trying to call out Kyle Rittenhouse about crocodile tears. It's like, him of all people should be the last person to say anything to anybody about crocodile tears. I mean, come on. This guy, somebody breezes past his elbow and catches the jersey on his elbow. The dude's gonna turn on the waterworks. He's gonna flop on the ground. He's gonna try to draw that foul, right? The guy is a Class A hack, absolute hack. I mean, and we've gone over this with our sports shows, and this has not got nothing. It's got nothing to do with race at all. So if you're gonna come in the comment section, either on our YouTube channel or any of our other social media platforms, or even on my personal page, and try to sound off about it being about race. No, you can just kind of go ahead and dirty delete yourself. And I'm not talking about putting one in your forehead or anything like that. I'm just saying go away. You don't have to go away mad. Just go away. And I hope the best for you. I mean, just because I don't want you at my table doesn't mean I don't want you to eat. I just don't want to listen to your dribble.
There's always the kiddie table.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I think the kiddie table might be a little bit too highbrow for some of these individuals that sound off with their intellectual, quote-unquote, intellectual takes, without actually doing their own homework past what CNN and CBS tells them to say.
Speaking of which, I mean, this was... When did I look at this?
Oh, and the thing that I wanted to get into a few minutes ago, George Floyd's brother has been cited and has been quoted as saying that he will dox the entire set of addresses, phone numbers, contact information for the entire jury if they come back with a not guilty verdict.
I don't think he has that kind of juice.
But his family and people who know him have come out and said, "Hey, look, he is that person. He will do stuff like that."
See, this is also something that.
And if anything, and if the prosecutors really wanted to do their jobs and bring somebody to justice for anything associated with this case, they'd go after George Floyd's brother for jury tampering. That's a felony.
Yeah.
So, whether or not you choose to agree with, I mean, do I think that George Floyd deserved to die? No, I don't. But he was a criminal. I say was because obviously he's not breathing. Yeah, right? You see these videos of these like white skateboarders and these Hispanic skateboarders. I mean, just skateboarders in general. It doesn't matter what color their skin is. They're skate by that big bus that they've got set up, of him, and they're throwing crap at his head.
Yeah.
Oh, but suddenly that's racist. But his brother, who is just as much of a miscreant as George Floyd was, comes out and threatens the families and the lives of the people serving on the jury if they don't get the verdict that they want. Somehow that's okay. I don't get it. That's the double standard that everybody doesn't want to look at because we don't want to be pegged as racists.
Yeah, well, it's to that point where, like I've always been saying, this has always been happening, but now it's more limelight because we have social media and everything.
Right.
And everybody's like, no, it hasn't been doing this. It hasn't been doing that. This is just new. I'm like, no, it's not. people can now voice their opinion to the point to where everybody sees their opinion.
Right.
Which it's a catch-22 because you can get like easily snared and in a cult like mentality.
You can, and it's that sheeple, and I hate that term, but it's that mob mentality. That mob lynch mob mentality.
I'd rather, instead of saying sheeple and everything, I'd rather do like the harshest word on this is mob mentality, because that's what it is.
Yeah,
and people are like, oh, we'll just put a little bit of sprinkles and niceness on it, and no, it's a mob.
It is.
It's pitchforks. It's freaking torches trying to go out against whatever's the new hit button topic for the next 5 minutes that everybody's gonna freaking hate.
Yeah,
and it's just freaking ridiculous.
Just like with any other riot, and I'm not talking about a peaceful demonstration. I'm talking about an actual riot where property damage occurs.
Oh, they finally said it.
Yeah,
and the jury.
But with riots, okay, you give anybody the opportunity to feel that it's okay to go out and just carelessly burn shit to the ground, they're going to do it because they're, if you give them even the slightest impression that there's not going to be any recourse for their actions, they're going to go out and act like a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
But, and that's the problem.
I think that's another fear that a lot of people are having right now is the basic fact of in that town there's probably going to be another riot because he got off.
Well, they activated the National Guard. So the National Guard's on standby. So, they'll if they're going to do it the right way, keep them. Yeah, put a contingency, put an element next to the courthouse, and then put elements that are coordinated and armed in these neighborhoods that are prone to property damage, and I hate to use the term projects or whatever, but that side of town or even the actual spot where the shootings occurred, okay, because that's going to be like, this is the vigil that we need to do, and it would just be like in their minds justified to start. That would be for them in their minds, the way that their mentality is working, that would be ground zero, so. If they're going to employ or deploy rather the National Guard to help maintain order after the verdict is announced, you need somebody who understands the coordination and redeployment of units. I mean, it just like within any combat situation, and it may not turn into a combat situation. We pray that it doesn't. We pray that cooler heads do prevail. I mean, I know that I don't advocate violence. I know that you don't advocate violence. I know that most of the people that watch us don't advocate violence. But if it turns into a combat situation where bullets start flying and property is getting damaged, whether they're cars, whether they are businesses, storefronts, and ultimately personal damage, personal injury, and ultimately, people getting murdered, kind of a thing. The National Guard needs to be there. They need to have their heads on a swivel. I mean, they absolutely need to stay frosty, and the police need to. I mean, they need to coordinate with the local law enforcement. And for all intents and purposes, bring state law enforcement into it as well, not just local municipality. Just not the local PD. Bring in the state PD. Like that, it would be like us, like the state of Texas bringing in the DPS and maybe some Rangers, and then calling up the National Guard unit. From not Weatherford. Weatherford's got an infantry unit, but like down in Killeen, there's a National Guard airborne unit. They're part of the 173rd Airborne. Bring those dudes up. Because, there's a lot of guys in that unit that got a lot of really cool-ass experience.
Well, okay. It's also the basic fact of, like, the military isn't a police unit, anyways. I mean, they defend and they attack, which is their basic function. But
Right.
it's the police that actually should be doing all the law enforcement stuff. What I think they should do is, I mean, that area, because they decided to defund, and a lot of the cops just got fed up with all the bullshit.
Yeah.
They should have, like, an actual law enforcement officer and 5 or 6 National Guards that are technically supposed to protect that officer.
Yeah, they're there for the
protection of.
they're going to be there on a dual purpose. One is to protect the police officer. Two, it is to protect property and personal lives.
Yeah.
So what they need to do is they need to brief the ever-loving dog shit out of these soldiers that they deploy.
Yeah, because most of the soldiers, the good percentage of them, are freaking kids.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the first time that I got that deadly force briefing when I was on active duty, I'm like, yeah, okay, you know, I kind of looked at it like it was a joke because I'm sitting there going, we're on post, but you know, because it was when we were on alert status and we had all of our vehicles kind of like marshaled in a motor pool, so that way if we did get alerted, we can be, you know, on the planes, right?
Yeah.
But then we're walking around that motor pool, that secured motor pool with live rounds, just like sitting there going, okay. You know, it's cold as shit, but
This is what it feels like to have a big dick. type of feel.
Well, I already know what that feels like.
Shit, how does that feel like?
It's a blessing and a curse, man. I'm just saying. You know, just like with any other weapon, when improperly deployed, it can wreak a lot of havoc.
I'm too much big in the mediocrity in my own self, so.
Oh, yeah, you're the guy that falls asleep and never mind. Okay. Yeah, I busted your ass on live, right? Here we go. All right, so
I'm gonna start crying in the corner here in a second.
I'll pan the camera around.
Yeah, it's like
over there tugging your thumb.
No, like Deadpool. It's like, we're gonna have to go ahead and just turn this a little bit to the wall, okay? And you just in the background you hear crying.
Like you're urinating right now, aren't you?
I mean, the waterworks. Jesus Christ, man.
But yeah, no. I mean, again, we're hoping and we're praying that cooler heads prevail here, because nobody wants to see the destruction of property. Nobody wants to see the loss of life. I mean, we've already seen enough of that as it is. It's already been demonstrated time and time again through the presentation of evidence in a court of law that Kyle Rittenhouse is innocent. At this point, I think that the prosecuting team is just grandstanding, and they're doing nothing more. The only thing that they're doing or serving to accomplish is just making themselves look like that much bigger of an ass. And they're railroading their careers.
I honestly can't wait, because one, I'm happy it's getting over, and usually court cases usually take about 3 to 4 years to go through. They're pushing this through as fast as possible. They're just shotgunning it, which it should have been technically. What?
Back up just a little bit.
What?
No, you from the microphone.
Oh,
it's not a dick. Back up.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. But God,
I hate you.
No, it's not that. It's like I can do worse,
bro.
Anyways, I think.
See, and I'm watching us on delay here, and I just saw you do the head move, and I'm like, no.
That's why it's tagged comedy, because we do a little bit of comedy in between this. But in retrospect, I don't know. They should have taken their time on gathering evidence and whatnot, because they really just had a total year.
Yeah, they did. Okay, so even though we're not sponsored by this gentleman, if you notice the nice wooden 1776 Betsy Ross flag that's hanging from our wall. It has been hanging from our wall for a good couple of months now. What, about a month now, right? About a month and a half?
3 months.
Has it been that long already?
Yeah, we go through things fast.
Yeah.
And we haven't really been in the studio that often in the last couple of weeks.
Last couple of weeks, whether it's trips or sickness, yeah, I mean, just... But more wood flags. Derek and Crystal Roberts. They're on Facebook at More Wood Flags at on Facebook. Give this guy a call. Yeah, hit him up on Facebook and just take a look at his products, because I'm telling you what,
There we go. I can hear you perfectly fine. I had to turn up the volume. I'm sorry.
So I mean, this flag provides amazing acoustic value here in the studio, because it's not nearly as echo-ish.
Yeah, because we had the styrofoams
we had
first.
the sound padding, but it was
then
just
as soon as we
working.
put this up, we're like, oh,
It's like,
this is how it's supposed
that's
to
what
work.
it's supposed to sound like.
Yeah.
But I mean, this flag is amazing. It's definitely hefty. I'm definitely going to try to get one of these for my home.
Oh, okay.
It's just amazing. Plus two, I want to get one of those metal flags. The sheet metal ones.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, digressing. But yeah, give more woods, more wood flags. Moore wood flags on Facebook.
I'll
And see,
mention
now
him
he got a
on that.
live plug. Look at that.
Yeah.
I saw the card over there. I'm like, you know what?
I plugged him when we first got it, and we need to keep on plugging this guy. So, what you can do is
we need to blow him up so that way he's got one of those really
Well,
great
we need
first world problems.
Well, he's been having a little bit of family drama.
Well, I get all that. I get
And
that, but
that's the reason why
at
I
least
haven't
at this
contacted
point,
him.
this is going to be some income for him. So I mean, we're helping a small business guy out. He provided us with this really great flag. I mean, we did pay for it, so I mean, but
Yeah.
it's a beautiful flag, and if there's any time that we need to remember, we need to have that physical, visible reminder in our homes that hey, we do still live in the United States of America, even though there are certain people that are in power that try to spell America with a K. Get one of these, and I promise you, it's going to be one of those things. It's going to be a great conversation piece. If you've got kids in the house, it's going to be something that they can ask questions about, and as long as you're giving them an educated answer, I haven't completely given up on the future of this country, because I do know that we have patriots out there. So,
Well, we got crazy patriots, unfortunately.
well, everybody's got that crazy militarized, well, I say militarized, they got that crazy radicalized side of it. But, and that's everywhere you go in life. Religion, politics, economic status.
Yeah, it's pretty much any.
Sports fans, they can become radicalized. I mean, 98.7%
God, how do you spell shout?
SHOUT.
Oh, I did it right. Wow. I'm just surprised at myself. My dyslexia kicks in so much, and then it's just ridiculous.
But yeah. So I mean, obviously we share the same opinion here, but it's one of those. The kid's obviously, he's innocent. So, I really want to start seeing people in the damn comment section, and are you?
It takes time to. I mean, we're only like 3 people in, and so.
I know, but somebody. I mean, you see my comment in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It just takes a while.
I don't know. I mean, I expected more. I mean, I'm driving over here tonight, and I'm sitting there going, "Crap, we're going to be live." I mean, we screw the pooch, and we basically don't edit our episodes anyway.
Yeah, so it's not really that much different.
But see, at least at this point, if we screw it up, it happens in real time.
Yeah. And if
it took us what, a good 10 minutes to get the kinks worked out of the damn tech, the tech side of it. So I don't know. Well, I'm hearing the indoor battle rage in the room next door.
Oh, it's my birthday. They wanted to play something.
Yes, that is correct. It is Mr. Dickerman's birthday. So, everybody find those middle finger emojis, put them in the chat box, say happy birthday, David. Send him text messages, send him Facebook messages for crying out loud. He accepts birthday wishes of all kinds, whether they be cards or dick pics, whatever, it doesn't matter. Send them to him, blow his phone up.
I will be judgmental on those fucking dick pics, though. I'll be hands down dick pic, and I will show you each one. Dude, does this one look like it has some kind of disease?
How are you going to send me a bent nail?
Oh my god, that's so fucking hilarious. I gotta use that one of these days.
It's like, oh, you got a birthmark. That's so cute.
It's like, Jesus Christ, it looks like you have like some kind of growth that should be like scraped off. I feel bad for your family.
You're gonna give a farm animal trauma with that thing one day.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad when the horse just looks at you and going, Jesus, really? I'm jealous. I'm a horse and I'm jealous.
No. See, okay, yeah.
Oh, come on now. That was actually funny.
Why would the horse be jealous? What are you hung? Is this sender of the pic hung?
No, it's one of those. It's one of those things.
I can't
that
believe
the horse...
I'm asking you to fucking clarify this, but please,
well,
by all means, go
think
ahead.
about it this way.
Share it with the rest of the class.
Okay, think about it this way. You're taking a piss. The horse sees it, and instead of saying you're hung like a horse, I'm hung like that guy.
Okay, I'm just gonna let you go with that.
I'm laughing.
I'm just gonna let you go with it.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
But, anyways, what other? Oh yeah, we had a lot of other news to come out. Our fun fair. Well, you explained everything what you did on Nerd Sports, which is your show. We're gonna explain stuff which is on my show. Well, what the hell? What we did last weekend. Well, what I did last weekend, which was really fun. I got to meet Chad Prather. I got to meet Michael Kipsnick. Kipsnick. I think it's like Rumpelstiltskin. Kimston. No, anyways, he was a really great guy. Mm-hmm. Michael, David Hulse. The only reason why I said Pulse is because that's how you say. He's like, this is how you pronounce it. It's Pulse, but with an H, so it's Hulse.
Hulse, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Center failure of Texas Rangers, and I didn't get to film Mike though. I filmed him, and the camera got overheated and it only lasted 30 seconds. So it was basically half of my sex life.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
He said the same thing, and I had to correct him. And I was like,
"All right, great, awesome."
No, what's really sad? He said the same thing, and I was like, "Dude, it's half of that. Stop! Don't give me the extra credit." Yeah, I would degrade myself more harshly.
Yeah, but see, I can't even say that though.
What? Yeah.
Because the word and there is the word quickie is not part of my vocabulary.
Well, I don't do quickies either. I mean, in all reality, I'm like, depending on if I have whiskey, you're looking at a long time frame. But if I don't have whiskey, I still go 3 hours. That's no joke. Literally, one chick, she was so unsatisfying. I know what it's like for a woman to fake an orgasm.
Okay, well, to quote Trevor from Letterkenny, it's not very gentlemanly to kiss and tells. So yeah, no.
I didn't say who it was.
I didn't say you needed to. I don't want to know, honestly. I'm just saying.
You wouldn't.
I was keeping it like, bare minimum necessary PHI, dude. All I said was that the word quickie.
Hey, we're past the 5 minutes.
I don't care. I was just saying, 30 seconds? What the fuck is all that about? That's barely enough time to...
No, it is. It's barely enough time to even, hug afterwards. That's probably all you're going to do is hug. But it's one of those jokes.
Okay.
But anyways, moving on.
So Trad Prather, I'm not going to lie.
You and two other people that are friends.
I'm not going to lie. That is one interview that I really wish that I'd have been there for.
Yeah. Which I have to call. I'm probably going to do it next, after Mora leaves. I'm going to call up that guy for that did the spin art. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna message him next weekend because he gave me his phone number. But I got a lot of information.
So, my fiance Mindy is in the chat. She's like, "Oh my God, y'all are not talking about cookies." No, ma'am, we are not.
I don't know why you have to type it. You can actually vocally say it
anymore.
I think she just came in at the last possible moment.
No,
has been watching the entire time.
Watching. The viewership jumped up as soon as you, just before you came in about the whole the camera cut out after 30 seconds. So she heard that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, Chat Prather was really good. The one thing I was happy about, and the one thing was his goal of, and it might have been like a fake laugh, but making a comedian laugh, that was my goal. He is a comedian, but he's going for governorship.
Yeah.
And
he's from Georgia originally, though.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So,
but he came here and he loves Texas. Literally loves Texas.
Yeah, exactly. So, what's not to love about this place? Honestly. It's that, and okay, so that adage is like, if you really want to see what you're missing in the United States, travel abroad.
Yeah.
When we went to Boston, it was basically the same thing because here we are. We are at basically the epicenter.
It's a whole different country.
Yeah, we were at the epicenter of the American story. Ground zero for the American Revolution.
Was it the ground zero? I thought that was.
Well, I'm going off of the whole Boston Massacre, the Tea Party. Now officially the war kicked off.
It's the spark that started the fire.
But we've got all of this history here, and you hear all this lore, this legend, and this canon about American freedom fighters.
Yeah.
But yet you're being educated on this. You're being shown these sites having to wear a mask when you're inside. You're having to show a vaccine passport or a negative test result to get into a sporting event. And that was totally different from
right.
And the whole time that we were there, we were just like, even standing in the elevators, people were just kind of like rolling their eyes, like, geez, I'm so tired of these damn masks, And we're sitting there going, we're from Texas and we don't wear masks anywhere.
Yeah.
Period.
Unless you actually want to.
Yeah, it's your choice to wear the mask, but we understand that they don't work at all. Period.
Yeah, I was trying to tell my daughter that, and she was like, "No, there's the different factors I'm looking at." I was like, "Maura, I can give you as much data as you possibly can, but
yeah, and I even made that comment because we had to get her a COVID test, like one of those rapid tests, before we could go in to watch the Bruins play that Thursday night. And there was a couple that was sitting in there. And, I just looked over at him and I was like, if underwear can't stop a fart, how's a mask supposed to stop a disease that you can survive 99% of the time?
Yeah.
You know, and it just...
Oh, Maria almost died.
Yeah, she said, I had to pull over again so I could participate.
Oh, okay. Oh, she had to participate. I thought she almost died again.
Yes, so she could participate. But, you know, so but then we come back home, you know, to Texas. And not only does the air smell better here on it, I guess it's just because we're biased, but are you seeing another comment that I'm not seeing?
Yes, because I'm the moderator on this. Seriously, D, horse dicks so soon. I had to populate it. I had to populate that one.
That's awesome.
Okay. But no, it's strange is since I'm the moderator and everything like that, if Facebook...
And she ain't dying, no matter how hard you try.
Mm-hmm. But what happens on
the back
like
of his mind? He's thinking challenge accepted. I don't know why I said
fucking
that.
A right.
I don't know why. I don't know why I said that in Sean Connery-esque voice, but whatever.
No, but
we get back to Texas, right? And yeah, we're biased, but the air smells better here. You know, whether it's
it's like night and day,
with the exception of like. Yeah, and just watch. Yeah, okay, yeah. So the ethylene oxide that was So I mean, just the tests themselves. Just to watch a Bruins game, and it's like once we get in there, you know, they're like, oh, you have to keep your masks on the whole time. But we walked in there, and we're walking around.
What ethylene oxide? I took the test.
It's on the swabs.
Oh.
Yeah. So for the rapid testing, you run it around the inside of your nostrils.
Oh.
Yeah, they're coated with that ethylene.
Because I took like a 3-day one.
Yeah, no, the rapid test because you know it takes like 20 minutes, 10 or 20 minutes for the results to come in. But yeah, so you know, we get inside TD Garden, and we're walking around for a couple minutes, and we still have our masks on, but then we noticed nobody else is wearing their masks inside. And so I don't know how much of it was, you know, people were drinking before the game and they just didn't really give a shit, or this is the general consensus for a majority of the people that live there, you know. It's like, so I mean, she was like, fuck this, I'm taking my mask off, and I'm like, yeah, okay. So we took our masks off, and yeah, you had that one like mask Nazi that was walking up. I mean, he was on the aisle for our section, and so he comes over. And he's like, he's giving us that signal, like, you know.
Thank you, Mindy.
He's looking over at me going, like, you know, put your mask on, you know. He's sitting there telling people to put his mask on. His fucking nose is hanging out over the top of his mask. And, yeah, there's so much to uncover there as far as, like, and I'm going off of what Maria just said. So, and there's so much to uncover there as far as, like, the COVID. Whether it's the testing, the virus itself, you know, the preventative measures, this, that, and the other. It's not about your safety at all. It's about controlling people, and that's all that it is. That's all that it is. But
okay, I was going off your fiance's stuff, and by the way, I can actually say that now, Mindy. I've been seeing you for like 3 months in the past. He made this thing like 3 months ago, and I had to keep shut. And I had oh man, I almost led.
Yeah, you almost blew it a couple times.
Yes.
Good, thank God we weren't doing lives back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would have gone to jail because there would have been video evidence of me jumping across the table and choking you out.
I would have choked myself out. Not like, yeah, okay. I said it, and I went through with that one.
Okay, yeah. See, he just made it really weird. But, you know, but we're walking, you know, we're sitting in our seats, and there's nobody wearing a mask. We're crammed in there like damn sardines, and you know, nobody's wearing a mask. I mean, you see like the occasional mask or whatever, but then, you know, you just kind of like, all right, whatever. But yeah, everybody,
Yeah.
everybody but her knew. But so, you know, it just to me, I find it funny because all it takes is just the tiniest bit of civil disobedience, and we're talking mass civil disobedience, for people just to kind of go in and say, you know what, we're not going to abide by this.
Well, that's the whole thing.
But you still, with the business owners specifically, you've got that whole, oh my God, we can't be. It's like we called it the faux bucks because there was a Starbucks attached to our hotel, right? So she's out there on the sidewalk smoking a cigarette, and one of the baristas, quote unquote, comes out. She goes, ma'am, there's a door here, and I'm going to need you to go down the street to finish that cigarette. And I'm like, she's fixing to put it out, right? So she walks over, we walk over to the curb, and she's fixing to take one last drag off of this thing before she chucks it in the street. And the manager comes out. She goes, ma'am, hi. Okay, thanks. And then, because just as soon as she said hi, she flicks it in the street. And I turn around, and my best masshole voice, dude, I was just kind of, and I talked about this, I think, last night on the show or the sports episode. I was like, yeah, she just finished it and threw it in the street, so why don't you go fuck off?
Do that whole.
Oh, yeah, dude, I'm telling you.
No, what was it?
I mean, you're there for maybe a day and a half, and you listen to these people talk, and it's just.
No,
it's
the Dunkin' Donuts
atrocious.
Night Night Live.
Oh.
What was it? Casey Affleck? Yeah, Casey Affleck did it.
Oh, yeah. Well, because he's from there. He's Ben Affleck's brother, but, they
but remember that one?
There's a discernible lack of the letter ah in the vernacular up there. You don't say ah, you say ah. It's like A-H. It's a long A. It's like ah. It's funny. It's hilarious.
Like that one scene where he had the cigarette out the door and everything, but he was inside.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
The cigarette is outside.
Literally, there is a Dunkin' Donuts on every fucking corner, it seemed.
I'm curious. I'm really curious now.
What? How many Dunkin' Donut locations are within the city of Boston?
No.
It would almost be like Dollar Generals.
There we go. I'm curious
whose posture is shit right now. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific, because now I'm sitting up.
It started in Massachusetts, so that's the reason why they're Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, that's their radio tag. I mean, it's Boston runs on Dunkin'.
Yeah.
But see how David sits. Well, it's because David's fucking short. That's why, Maria. Good God.
No, you have no idea, because I have it pulled up and I was sitting over there to check the.
No, you know what? Let me apologize for that comment. You're not short. You are vertically challenged.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm also. What's the good word?
Horizontally gifted?
No. Sane impaired.
What impaired?
Sane impaired. I mean, that gerbil's working overtime with that one.
Sane. I know what you're trying to say here.
Yeah.
Cognitively challenged. How about that?
I just wanted to use big words.
Photosynthesis.
I'm gonna put a jar right there.
Hey.
For any time you want to use a $5 word.
I went to Harvard, all right? I got the shirts to prove it. So why don't you go fuck yourself?
Dude, you basically was the janitor, but you're instead of Matt Damon, where he was super intelligent, you were technically the janitor.
But I still went, so how about them apples? All right? Dickhead.
See, Maria got it, sane impaired. So, anyways, no, I was actually doing the sound check, and your chair is it's on the bottom.
Yeah.
And I thought it was my dad.
Because depending on what gas station I walk out of, I'm either 5'11" or I'm 6 foot.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. It's first world problems.
I bet.
Fucking chieftain of the Pygmy tribe over there.
Whatever. Is that what we're going to do? We're going to have a fight? Is that what you want to do, is have a fight? I remember this from my ex-wife, but I became a really great knife fighter because of my ex-wife. I'm like...
Come on, Cletus.
I'm like super...
Come on.
I got...
See this bag of pink 79? I'm going to throw this bag of really shitty coffee.
No, you know what pisses me
the
off?
oddity of Black Rifle, I'm going to throw it right in the crack of your ass.
Okay, makes sense. No, you know what they sent me? They sent me Kodiak Attack.
Really?
I thought this month was going to be the Tactical Sasquatch. I was so upset.
I'm waiting on my bag of Gothic Serpent, though.
Oh, there's another thing. I'm going to try to get the coin off the back of that package.
Really?
Yeah, it has a free coin.
Well, maybe I'll have the free coin. Okay.
You're not getting the free coin. You won't get the free coin. You have to be the executive branch of Black Rifle Coffee. Hold on. This is the old box.
Uh-huh.
But the executive coffee,
Right,
the creme de la creme.
Yeah, right.
I mean, the other box is up there with the Tactical Sasquatch.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's good times.
Almost done.
Yeah, good times.
But I do like the Cletus. Oh, shit. I'm laughing so much. Oh, man.
You know, listening to you wax and prophetically about how you're so elite in the ranks amongst the Black Rifle almost makes me hear the skit from Saturday Night Live, you know, pre-murder Alec Baldwin when he was Pete Sweaty.
Oh, the sweaty boss?
Sweaty balls.
Sweaty boss.
Sweaty balls.
That's what I was going for.
You know, they did that second one with the sweaty wiener.
Oh, yeah.
But they took it off of YouTube. You can't find it anywhere.
Really?
Because you remember that there was that one part where he's talking about, you know, trying to sell his sweaty wieners at the ballpark, and he's like, there's nothing like the sight of a young man on a hot summer day with a sweaty wiener in his mouth. They took it off because of that. I'm like sitting there going, what? Oh, come on. It's a joke, people. I mean, granted, yes. But this is back when Saturday Night Live was actually fucking funny.
Well, Lauren Michaels said in an interview that Saturday Night Live is only funny for the demographic that you're in. Because the demographic is like teenager to mid 20s, 25, 26, 27. And the cast that you actually like and the cast that made you laugh when you watched it and everything, that's why a lot of people like going up.
Well,
because there's a couple of funny skits. I mean, it's just like every once in a while.
Yeah, but now they're so far few and in between. But like, you know, back in the '90s, dude, when we had Celebrity Jeopardy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, dude, like we used to be able to find those like freely on the internet and just compile it.
That's
like,
what made SNL afterwards.
Yeah. So, you know, it's like you're sitting there just like the best part of it was just listening to Sean Connery and Alex Trebek go at it, you know, and it's like, and then the very last one when Will Ferrell was leaving the show. And so they did the last Celebrity Jeopardy skit.
No, they did a 40-year-old one. There was a 40-year-old one. 40 years of SNL.
Right.
They did that skit. No, well, basically they did the skits that are really, really funny. So if you watch that
but I'm
one
talking
episode,
about like, yeah. So okay, so Mindy brought it to our attention in the chat. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you.
Dude, don't fuck around. There's a ghost at your house.
Yeah. Well, I think one followed me home from Boston, man. Dude, we were tempting fate all kinds of ways.
Dude, aren't you a Supernatural fan?
You know how hard it is to get table salt in a hotel?
Really?
Bro. Yeah.
Well, anyways, you should have done it like your home.
But well, I'm gonna get the sage and then I'm gonna salt the doors and stuff. Anyway, so
I know this.
we went to Salem. We went to Salem, and I think that this is where I picked it up. And there's a manor there. It's right next to the witch house, which is kind of a misleading thing. It's not a witch's house. It's the house where one of the judges that oversaw the witch trials That was his house. And you go and you take this little tour, and it's very underwhelming.
Did you see birds when you were dreaming?
No. Let me go on here.
Okay.
All right. So, you go in, and it was more of one of these. How life was back then, and if they, like illnesses and how they lived. I mean, it was just basically kind of like a snapshot of the time. It had basically really almost nothing to do.
Okay.
Why are you bringing out the voodoo doll for Bob Ross?
No, it's not a voodoo doll. I want to know where the ghost bad touched you. Just go ahead and point out.
He touched me back here. So, but
anytime we're gonna have that, I'm gonna bring Bob Ross down, and I'm gonna ask you where did they bad touch you?
Why are you gonna put that bad juju on Bob?
Because Bob's dead. He can't get that bad juju.
But then it's gonna come through on the replays of his show, man. Those happy little accidents
have you ever
are going to become nightmares now.
No.
Anyway, so let me
go ahead. I want to finish something.
Yeah, you and your ADHD squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel.
So we go to this right next door to this witch house, right?
Yeah.
There's the Ropes Manor. Now, if I remember correctly, if I recall correctly, Mr. Ropes he voted for the tea tax, and so a lynch mob went to his house to string him up.
Okay.
Okay. Well, as they saw the lynch mob coming up, his family escaped through the house, out the back of the house and through the back of the gardens, and they went to go hide in Concord, right? Mm-hmm. It's not Concord, it's pronounced Concord. Anyways, so Mr. Ropes had syphilis, and he was dying of syphilis, so he couldn't go anywhere. So by the time the lynch mob got up to his bedroom in the second floor of the house, he was already dead. But there's supposedly a ghost that lives in the house because they've been having they've had several structure fires in that house. And she goes, speaking of squirrels, what alarm is going off?
It's Kai's.
Yeah, it's Kai. Kai is Kai needs to get up and get ready for work and turn off his alarm. But it's not going to work. So anyways, I'm going to throw something at the damn wall. Anyways.
I don't think that would work anyways.
It would not. Yeah, probably not. So the garden back behind the house is supposedly haunted as well. And there's a bench, a haunted bench. I looked at this bench and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about your ghosts. So I went over there to go sit down on it. And when Mindy and I both sat down on this bench, something moved in the bushes behind us. We turned around and there was nothing there.
Dude, you might have ghost syphilis.
No, I'm not going to throw my water. I'm not going to throw my phone. Abigail, one of his wives, set fires. She sets fires in the house. So when it was his last wife. Yes, she was burned by a fire. So died in the house. And anyway, so yeah, I think that's where I picked it up. I mean, hell, we went so many places. I mean, for all I know, somebody hitched a ride on me after we visited the crypt underneath the North Church. I mean, hell, I don't know. And I'm not going to throw my woman under the bus by any stretch of the imagination, but we were told, and this blew everybody's mind that was in our little group. We went into the witch house, right? And they were like, well, we had just had a scare with COVID, blah blah blah. So right now it's a self-guided tour and no pictures, because apparently you can spread COVID by taking pictures. So what does my lovely woman do? She's sneaking pictures, and of course I was running pics for her. So I was like, I was throwing the pic, kind of like blocking the view of her.
Yeah,
but I don't know it.
The crypt in the Old North.
Yeah, the crypt in the old church. Yeah, the one where you see the two lanterns Paul Revere saw him before he went on his famous ride. Yeah, so we went to that church.
Oh, okay.
And dude, that's actually a really cool church because it's an Episcopal church. It's still an active church today. People still get buried underneath the church. They have it's called a baratorium or a colatorium. It basically it's you get cremated now, and you get like little cubby holes with plaques.
Oh, okay.
Where before it was actual bodies, but they had so many bodies getting buried underneath there that they started moving bodies out of the crypts and started dumping them into a pit.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah. I know that she okay, so let's be fair. She was not the only one taking pictures. My woman was not the only rebel breaking the rules in there. So let's just get that out there.
I seriously doubt someone's going to come back from Salem and ask for all those pics back.
You know what? I invite them to. Please.
I seriously.
Please be like, what are you going to do? Are you going to spend the money to bankrupt your little crap ass tour to come over and tell me to, and serve me with an injunction that says thou must delete thy pictures? Like, go away.
They can't do that in the United States. They can do it in Europe, but they can't do it in the United States.
Yeah, this is very true. But yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. Because because we had to do the couple of Zoom episodes after we got back.
Yeah, because you got strep throat.
Yeah, because I got strep throat. So it was like, there was that. So yeah, I started thinking about it, and I was like, because I believe in the whole supernatural thing, right? I mean, to a degree, I did. I'm more of an aliens, UFOs kind of a guy, right? Mindy, she is all about the ghosts, right?
Hey, Mindy, quick question. I know you can hear me. Are you a crystal woman too?
No. She will burn some sage though.
That's not that bad. Well, I can't.
Okay, here, fun fact. She told me that if you burn sage, don't dump it in your house. Don't throw it away in your house. You got to get that out of there. Go dump it in the neighbor's yard.
What, it absorbs it and everything like that?
Well, plus the fact that sage actually has antimicrobial qualities about it. So
the Gunnery Street
and the Gunnery Street Cemetery. Yeah. So
I'm glad that she's keeping the track.
She is.
She's keeping the show on track.
She is. She's keeping us on track.
We should do more live and just have your future wife.
She's like, nope. The hell you say? Get out of here with that shit. But
she's just doing it as a favor right now.
Right. She's like, it's y'all's first time, so we're gonna help and we're gonna guide you along, and after that, you guys can just whatever.
You can do your old
burn
fuckery.
the shore. Yeah. I'm gonna leave you to your own devices. Yeah, just sage. So burning the sage.
Oh, okay. She was nope to the crystal.
Yeah, nope to the crystal. Oh,
just the sage.
But that's still funny.
Yeah, that is funny.
Okay, all right.
Because when we said it, the whole it populated with the it was the timing.
But so we you burn the sage, and it's supposed to cleanse the area, and then don't throw it away in your house. Don't even throw it away on your property. Toss it over the fence. Dispose of it somewhere else. Right?
So basically, you're saying is the sage absorbs the ghost and everything, their spirits.
Something like that, I guess. But
that makes a little bit of sense.
You would have been really, really proud of me, because when we were getting ready to leave to go to Boston, and we had brought up the whole hotel being haunted, I actually did bring up salting the doorway, and she goes, "What? No, and trap them in there with us? No." So, and we will be saging the new house. So, if I do have this hitchhiker, the hitchhiker's gonna have to find someplace else to live.
Dude, even better. Rock salt shotgun show.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen because home defense, right? Absolutely. I do not care. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Maria. That's awesome. Our angry faithful.
Angry faithful.
Are we going to do that? In the beginning, we should do that in the beginning of each episode. Whatever show that we do.
No, the Angry Faithful salute.
No, we can't do that. Just Angry Fables, like, hey, Angry Faithful, we're doing Nerd Points right now, or Psychos and Sociopaths, or what the hell.
I will figure it out.
Yeah.
Because, we're up to 60 subscribers on the channel. We need to pump those numbers up, people, so share the hell out of our channel. We got to pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. We hit that 100, we're gonna officially launch the Angry Faithful section of our page.
Yeah, we got 40 more.
40 more until you get exclusive access and content.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why I haven't really done anything with the Patreon. It's because of the whole fact of we don't have that many subscribers or anything like that. So it's one of those things. It's when it does happen, you're gonna hear me screaming, "God damn it! I can't believe I have to work now on this." I'm always like that. I'm not lazy. I just love procrastinating and doing other stuff.
Hold on. I would, but the language. Oh, right, yes. Because how can I put this? While you are answering Maria's question about what is Patreon, I'm going to figure out a way to articulate in a very PG-rated manner. I don't have a filter. I'm very crass. I speak grunt.
Yeah.
So
you're pretty much. Oh man.
God, dirty mouse. Apparently, we're supposed to be chewing Orbit gum now because.
I thought
Let
it was
the French toast. Lint liquor.
Lint liquor.
I love that commercial.
I haven't even posted anything on this. You aren't supporting any creators yet. What?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But anyway, so
I'm not supporting any creators.
We need to set up a TikTok page.
Yeah.
I'll look into that. About setting.
We
up
have a TikTok
account.
page.
That's right, we do.
We just don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
I keep on reminding you we have a TikTok page. I've actually wrote a script. Like, almost wrote a.
Is this about hunting from the side of the road? Was it that thing?
Shit, I totally forgot about that one. I didn't write that script. No, I was writing a script for like basically it's called IDEA, Interdimensional Enforcement Agency, and I end up getting stabbed. You end up taking me to the safe house. It looks like a crack house, and there's doctors in there that fix me up and everything.
That already sounds like it's going to be way more budget than we have.
No. We just have to get an extra person to do the doctor. Because we don't have to... I already have all this stuff planned and everything.
Okay. I mean, as long as you've got a vision in your head, Mr. Spielberg.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so... but yeah, no, apparently I brought a ghost back from New England. So, they're kind of sitting there.
Is it like space herpes? It's ghost herpes? Ice pirates. Come on, man.
I know. Ice pirates, yeah. No, it's not going to be a situation where we get stuck in a time loop while we're in a wormhole somewhere where we keep getting older. Like, oh, hey, look, there's the kid.
Maria hates technology, apparently.
That's a first world problem.
Yeah. But anyways, I guess that's the end of this episode. And I want to start doing the well, we're gonna have to wait a week. After this week, we'll do the saved episodes and for this weekend, because next weekend we're going to South Dakota.
I'll go ahead and answer that question for you, Maria. The deal with him and venereal diseases is well.
My mom's name was Vonda Dickerman, VD. We had tons of venereal disease jokes in my house. That's the reason why.
And there you go.
Yeah. It's so fucked up.
I mean, dude, even Free Range America gave your last name shit.
I know. No, he said that's a really great name.
Yeah, it
because
was like,
you always
really,
scream out.
You always like, Dick.
No, it wasn't that. He was like, could you imagine just going off and just getting his attention? It always seems like you're angry. Dickerman! Dickerman!
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But, yeah, anyway, so,
I guess we can cut that off.
Oh! A little bit of news. You haven't even been told about this yet. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me.
And on this portion of the show, Johnny's texting his future wife to find out if he can say something. She needs to reply on her phone. You need to pick up your phone. Reply. Has he even read it yet? It's still undelivered.
It's still undelivered, yeah.
I can tell it over here. She needs to hurry up. Okay. No. Come on. She stopped watching the episode. That's what happened.
We still have a whole whopping 4 viewers.
Yeah.
And half of them are us.
Yeah. It's pretty sad that we're just talking. This is the reason why I always wanted to go live. Is conversating with the other the fans, but that's another reason why I want to get the camera, is because I can set this all up.
She read it.
I can set this all up, and we can go on Facebook Live, and we can go on.
Okay. So, we have set a date.
Oh, have you?
Yes. July 9th of next year.
July 9th. Okay.
So, yeah, it's going to be, dude, it's going to be small. I mean, it's not going to be like anything, over the top fancy or anything like that. Because, I mean, first off, it's going to be in July. We set a date for July 9th. So, my last remaining time here in Wichita Falls is on a clock. I will be making the permanent move to the South Texas area. She has to click out to check her messages.
Because she's watching on her phone.
Yeah, she's watching on her phone. But I'll be moving. I'll be making that transition during the month of June, and I should be completely moved down there the middle of June.
So most of the other episodes, it's going to be like
we're going to do a lot of Zoom, but so I mean we'll have a chance to because I'll have my own little spot to create a backdrop and everything like that. So that way when we do our Zoom episodes, I've got more than just my bedroom behind me. I've got an actual space.
Yeah. Which I'm so glad I started learning how to do the Zoom and everything like that. It works out. I mean, at first you're like, oh, no, I hate this. And then you started liking it a little bit.
Yeah, and then we eventually, because I don't know if we'd be able to do it, but like...
We can do side by side.
Yeah, we can do side by sides. I mean, because you see it happen like on MLB Network all the time.
Yeah.
Like Intentional Talk. You've got Chris Rose and Kevin Millar. I mean, they're constantly doing side by side. Kevin Millar's from South Texas, so he lives down around that area. And he played, for those who don't know, who's Kevin Millar? Well, I'm great question. I'm glad you asked. Kevin Millar played second base for the Red Sox during the 2003-2004 seasons. And as a matter of fact, he played a very pivotal role in the Game 3 of the 2004 ALCS. He was walked and was in the bottom of the ninth, Game 3, and was substituted for a pinch runner by the name of Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts came in. Everybody in the country knew that Dave Roberts was going to run and try to steal second base. The Yankees knew. The Red Sox knew. The TV crews knew. So what happened? Dave Roberts stole second base. And the rest is history. Because I say we, like I was on the field, the Red Sox, completed the greatest comeback in sports history. They're the only team to ever come back after being down 3-0 in a best-of-7 series, and they beat the vaunted Yankees.
You know what? We didn't, even on Nerd Sports, we didn't talk about the Braves winning the pennant. We touched on it, and then you went off on your.
You know what?
Trip
Let me get a hold of Zach, because if we're gonna devote any kind of concerted time towards talking about the Braves winning the World Series, I want to have Zach Medford on the show.
Yeah, we'll just do a Zoom.
Yeah, so we'll set that up. Can we do like 3 panels?
Oh, we'll work it out Tuesday.
Yeah,
on
let me.
the next one.
After we conclude tonight, after we wrap up.
Yeah, because I got that Arthur tomorrow.
Yeah, because I mean he's in South Carolina, so he's an hour ahead. He should still be up, and why he's not watching tonight, I don't know, but it is what it is.
Well, it's nothing that bad. I mean, Drinking Bros only gets like a couple 100 views when they're going live, and it's
true. But okay, now bear in mind, Zach is a huge Atlanta sports fan. So by default, he is an Atlanta Falcons fan. And little preview here. No, I did not get our picks up, but I still have our picks listed here. Today rather, the city of Atlanta was reminded of their mortality as far as the sporting world is concerned. They fell to the Dallas Cowboys 43-3. So he's probably not feeling that great right now, because he's like, Falcons, blah 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 blah. But yeah. Anyhow,
I thought I blocked her.
Blocked who?
Yeah, my sister.
Oh, drama.
Dude, we had drama the last episode with me and Dad talking about it.
Oh, okay, all right.
If you listen to the Charlie Manson one, you get the drama. Even me and Kenny, when she took me to breakfast, was talking about how crazy she is, because she's actually met my sister, and Candy's my really, really, really close friend. She's like she's the sister I should have had.
Right. But yeah, no. But yeah, July 9th. Dude, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Because I mean, you just and honestly, in all seriousness aside, man, we're all joking aside, rather. I pray that you find that person, because dude, I'm telling you, it's just, I don't know, it's
serendipitous.
Yeah,
I said that right,
it's serendipitous. It's a very serendipitous feeling, and it is one that I would not trade for anything in the world.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I got incredibly lucky. Before she logs out, I am going to state for the entire viewing audience, I am actively batting above my batting average right now. So
I already know. I mean, we all know.
Yeah. So I'm incredibly lucky there. So
all right. Well, that's the end of the episode, because we have to keep this within an hour and 30 minutes. But
yeah.
Anyways, thank you all for watching.
Thank you for participating. Thank you for suffering through the slings and arrows of our technical difficulties.
And my words. I mean, I'd say some crazy stuff. But anyways.
It is nobler to suffer from dyslexia than to suffer the slings and arrows of a hijacked vocabulary.
Yeah. I'd still get that jar and $5 word jar in front of me.
I'm telling you, man, when they come calling and asking me to pay the tuition for those words I've stolen, they're going to just have to hit my credit. That's all there is to it.
All right. Thank you all for watching. I'm David Dickerman.
I'm Johnny Skelton.
And this is What the Hell.
Wow.